Hey guys, who's here? Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. It's so good to be here with you guys tonight. So welcome. Welcome. I will wait just a minute to see if anybody is here. Are we here? Am I in the right place? Tell me if I'm in the right place. Someone tell me. Ah, you know what I wanted to do? I really wanted to have some music going. But there we go. Oh, I have 3 people here. Am I in the right place? Jen, Norma, am I in the right place? Give me a thumbs up. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, so good to have you all here. Welcome. Hey, Gare. Hello. I am live in the event. That is perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, good. And Becca's here. Kelly's here. Oh, so excited. Oh, wonderful. Lindsay's watching. Wonderful. All right. Well, welcome, my friends. Welcome. I am so, so glad that you are here tonight. This is actually one of my favorite classes. Needless to say, I'm emotional. Me and emotions, we're like this. So, this is a really important class for me and hopefully for you guys. But emotions are a part of our lives, and it's really important that we learn how to make friends with our emotions and what to do with our emotions. So, I'll see if hey Norma. Oh, Ellie's here. Wonderful. I and Mary's here. Hi, Mary. I'm so glad you're here, hon. Yay. Good, good, good. So I'm going to get started. It's 7:03, so I'll get started. But so emotions are powerful. Emotions are important. So let's just talk about why we're doing this right now. Actually, we recently did an emotions and oils class. And I thought, do we really want to repeat this so soon? And I just kept feeling like this is the time. We need to be doing this now because we're in a very unique time right now. And I feel this is really relevant. I think all of us, and you know what, as you're joining, why don't you just either give me an emoticon or a GIF or a word and share with me how you're feeling tonight. How's everybody feeling? I tell you what, that's the first thing that we need to know how to do is to identify what we're feeling. So often we just don't even pay attention. We just go through the day and we're like, we just do. We don't feel. And sometimes that's important, right? That's a necessity because we have to get through stuff. But it is important, and we're going to talk a little bit about this, that we acknowledge those feelings and we come to an awareness of what our feelings are and hopefully why we're feeling that way. Welcome. Yeah, worn out. I hear you. Hey, Jenny, I'm so glad you're here, honey. So this is timely. I think that a lot of us may be experiencing some emotions that we haven't felt before. We're in a new era. We're in a new place. So, shout out some feelings. Like, I'm thinking that possibly there's some grief going on. I know there is somewhere, someplace, that's for sure. And it might not even be because we've lost someone. We could be grieving what our norm was, how we used to live. And that the times that we once knew are gone. So there could be grief right now. There can be sadness. There can be anger, fear, frustration, confusion. And it's really important that we acknowledge that, right? But where do those emotions go? When we feel those, where do they go? What do we do with them? When negative feelings are not resolved, they stick around. We can't just push them aside and think, oh, well, I'm not going to deal with it. And if I don't look at it, then it doesn't exist. It's like those, like, people, if you can't see me, that means I'm not here. No, just because we push them aside and we don't see them or we don't feel them right now, they're still there. And they really remain very much alive in your physical body. I believe they have a frequency to them. And that's an energy, right? Everything in this life has energy. My cup has energy. There's energy. Matter has energy, right? So our feelings are no different. They have an energy to them. And when we put them aside, that energy is alive. It doesn't go away. So it affects you. And somehow, somewhere, it's going to come out. It's going to come out. So how does it come out? Well, it can come out in our physical body, which I believe is where dis-ease comes from. I really believe, and we're going to talk about this a lot tonight, you guys, emotions are the basis for most of our dis-ease in our life. Most of our physical symptoms that come about, most of our physical problems that we have, I believe, are caused from emotions, pent up, repressed, negative emotions, that they have to come out. They've got to come out somehow. So they don't have to come out in your physical body. They can come out in your emotional life, right? You're feeling a little bit wacko. You're feeling a little bit off. All of a sudden you have this rage. You don't know where it came from. Oh yeah, it came from 10 years ago when your boyfriend walked out on you and he never explained it and you never resolved it and you're carrying it. It can come out financially. You can start sabotaging yourself. You can start negative beliefs. It can come out spiritually. It can come out anything, emotional, mental, physical, financial, but it'll come out. It'll come out. So what do we do? Right? We don't want it to come out in a negative way. The ideal scenario, guys, is to deal with it when it happens. But some of us can't because it's already been done. Too late. Okay? So we're going to talk about how we can deal with the here and now emotions, especially the things we're feeling now. But we're also going to talk about those past emotions. And that's especially when these essential oils come in. It's so important. So what are some ways? Let's just first talk about the emotions that we're feeling currently. What are some things we can do right now to get through this time and be on the other side in a positive way, so we're not carrying any of this with us and we can change it? So one of the first things we can do is watch our words. Watch our words. Words are very, very powerful. And we say things without thinking. We say, oh, this is a scary time. It's scary. So, this is a bad time. Oh, all of the businesses, they're all doing bad. Our financials, everything's bad. Well, we've got to remember that everything is what it is. Everything is just what it is. We attach an emotion, a descriptive phrase. We attach that, a thought, to everything. This virus is what it is. It is what it is. How are you going to see it? How are you going to live through it? So we have to watch our words. I had a wonderful conversation with a friend of mine today who pointed out something really important, I think. A lot of people might call my way of thinking, looking at the world through rose-tinted glasses, right? Seeing everything the way I want it to be. And it's so pretty on the other side. But you know what? That's not exactly true. It's not true at all, I would say, because I see what you see. I see the same things that everybody else sees. But I'm not choosing to emotionalize with it. There's a difference. You have to still be smart. Smart as a serpent, right? You still have to be smart. You have to be aware. But you make conscious choices of what you're going to say about it, how you're going to respond. And that's a big thing. We have to learn to respond, not react. Reacting is totally emotional. We see something on the news and we get so scared. We get scared. So here's what's really interesting about that. Our subconscious mind accepts anything that we say to it. It says, oh, okay, yes. It agrees, yes. So our conscious mind sees in the news all the stuff that's going on. And then our subconscious mind, we say, oh, that's horrible. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Oh no, I'm so worried. And we get worried and we get scared and all that. Then that's the emotion that goes into our subconscious mind. And that's the result that we get. That's how we start living out our lives. In that fear, in that worry. You could just as easily look at the facts and respond, not react. You respond. So that means we respond intelligently. We do the things we're supposed to do, and then we respond with an emotion that is more hopeful and joyful. And that will take us to a joyful and emotional place. So we will be living in that place and not living in the fear and the worry. We have unlimited choices about what we can think, you guys. I just love that our mind is a center of divine operation. Think about that. It's a center of divine operation. We have the divine within us. We have the Creator within us. Do you know how much power is within you? Do you know how much goodness is within you? So if we have that much power, we can choose to think and be in any place we want. So just think on that. I also want to encourage you during this time to watch what you are studying. And I love to view it that way. When you think of studying, what do you think of? You're paying a lot of attention, like you're really focusing and you're thinking about it all the time, and you're trying to almost memorize it, and you're giving it all your energy and your focus and your attention. So be very careful what you're studying. It's one thing to turn on the news first thing in the morning, get all the important information of the day, and then turn it off. And then guard your emotions and your reactions to it. It's another thing to study what's going on. Why not gather what you need and then study something inspirational? Study all the power that you have in your marvelous mind and your body. Study the inspirational speakers. Go to YouTube. Go get a great book out of the library. Well, maybe you can't go to the library. I'm sure you have great books in your home. They're all over the internet. Study those things. Study beautiful music, inspirational music. Study those things. Be very careful what you're studying, my friends. That can change the way you feel. Like that. Okay. I like that. I forgot to tell. So another way that you can study great things is instead of sitting there in front of, YouTube or Facebook and gossiping with your friends or getting with your coffee clutch people, and talking about, did you hear about Jamie? And did you hear about Susie? Oh, and their family, and you've got to do this. And and they're really worried because one has it, now the other one might, and blah, 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 right? Instead of that, why don't you go spend more time with your family? Wouldn't that be fun? Go on a bike ride. I've been riding bikes with my son. I don't even remember the last time I've done that. How joyous is that? That's what I'm studying. I'm studying the kitchen. I am cooking more. I am studying healthy foods and cooking with them. I'm studying that. I'm studying calling old friends. How many of you guys have made some new old friends? Touch base with some friends that you haven't talked to in a long time just to check on them and see how they're doing and reestablished old relationships. I mean, it's amazing. It feels so good. Study those things, Our mind is the center of divine operation. I just love that. We can go through current events with grace and ease, guys. We can. It's possible. Respond instead of react. All right. So, I'm Sherry Hester, in case some of you don't know me. I started using essential oils almost 11 years ago. I came to the oils because of a respiratory issue I was having. It was really affecting my life and what I was doing for a living. I was acting and singing, and I was losing my voice. I couldn't do anything like that. And thank goodness, my dear friend Margaret Clay, I don't know if she's here tonight, but she introduced essential oils to me. And that was the beginning. So it started by transforming my physical body, but now I use them for everything. I use them for my emotions. I use them for my spiritual life. I use them to clean with. I use them to cook with. I use them in my makeup, my hair, my personal care products. I use them for everything. So before we get into, I would like to share with you some of my protocol for emotion, for what I do. But first, let's just talk a little bit about what are essential oils. Just very, very, very quickly, in case you're new to this. So essential oils really are the lifeblood of the plant. What I love about it, so the oil in a plant protects the plant from harm and from disease. And it provides nutrients to help it fight outside things that are attacking. It keeps the plant healthy and functioning at its best. Essential oils really still are, as far as I'm concerned, our first healthcare resource. When we talk about conventional and traditional medicine, I like to think of oils as the traditional medicine. And, modern medicine really isn't the traditional one. Traditional goes way, way back to using oils for everything, right? They really can, essential oils, because they're so volatile and they're so thin, they can reach every cell in your body within 20 minutes when applied topically. And they can, every single center. They have the capability of passing through the blood-brain barrier. And so this is really important as we're speaking about emotions, because they work on the emotions via the limbic system. And when you inhale it, you can actually release emotional trauma. So that's what we're going to start talking about really soon, about how we can release old emotions by using these oils. So our olfactory system is the only sense that we have that is directly connected to that limbic system. And this is where we store all of our emotions. So we have a direct beeline to it. When we inhale, think about it. When we've all experienced this. When you smell something, like you identify, you smell something, some cookies baking, you say, oh my gosh, this reminds me, this is my grandmother. This smell reminds me of my grandmother. And it takes you back to a memory. You were cooking in her kitchen with her when you were 7 years old. It's the first time that you ever got to cook, and you spilled the flour all over you, and your grandmother was so nice and forgiving, and she was great, and you had this great time. All of this stuff comes because of the smell. There's a direct connection, direct communication. It's beautiful. So when we smell something as powerful as these essential oils, it has power to go back and touch those emotions. So how do we use them? Well, there's 3 ways. Aromatically, if you have a diffuser, some of you have our diffuser. This is a beautiful diffuser that Young Living has. I love this diffuser. And you can diffuse oils aromatically. Another way that you can diffuse is by putting a few drops on your hand and using your hands as a diffuser and just inhaling. So that's aromatically when we breathe it in, okay? Another way is to topically, to put them on your body. And there are some safety precautions. You just want to be careful. Some oils are hot oils. I would highly recommend, if you're first starting out with oils, to always dilute them, just to try them out first. And anybody here in this group, I'm sure, can help. If you're new here, we all can help you know which oils are more hot than others, and don't ever put this one, never put them near your eyes, in your eyes or in your ear canals. That's like a given. But you can put them on topically, and just according to what you're going for. Like if you have sore muscles, you can put them directly on the muscles that are affected, things like that. And then we also can take our oils internally. Yes, we can ingest them. Young Living is the only essential oil company that has a dedicated line of oils for ingestion. They're called our Vitality oils, and you can identify them by the white label. So for example, there's a white label. All right. Yeah, more on that later. So what's beautiful is that you can, there's so many ways to use them. And what I love to do for emotional support, a lot of times I will just breathe. Just breathing in these oils in a time of high stress or anxiety or whatever can do wonders. Well, let's just talk about the breath, first of all. The breath is so important. We're shallow breathers. We go through life shallow breathing, using only like this much of our lung capacity, right? We have such a capacity. And I'm telling you what, right now, I hope you all are doing deep breathing exercises every single day. Very important to start increasing your lung capacity and using it, stretching it out. It's a muscle. Stretch it out, use it. Breathe deeply every single day, as often as you can. Breathe. And that's the way also we can breathe in the oils. So it's really, really wonderful. But I also like to put oils on my heart for emotional purposes. So let's talk about some things that I do. All right. So on the daily, we're going to talk about Gary Young's Great Day Protocol. And I have posted it within this event. Some of you might have already seen it. I think I posted it, right? Someone confirmed that I did. Anyway, the Great Day Protocol consists of, oh, you know what? And I did put, okay. Okay. I don't have them out right now. I put them all back. Consists of 4 oils. I usually do it from the bottom up. So first, I will put Harmony on my solar plexus. Harmony is a lovely oil, as you can imagine from its name. How much do we need harmony in our world right now? So Harmony, I will put a few drops in my hand. I will apply it to my solar plexus, and then I will breathe in. And I breathe in with intention. So I will breathe in saying, may today may I be in harmony with all that I come in contact with all the people, all the things, and that may I create harmony everywhere I go. Right? Harmony. Then we go up here to joy. And I put joy on my heart. Again, self-explanatory. Joy. May I bring joy everywhere I go. Leave an impression of increase. Let me bring more to the scenario, to the situation than was there before I came in. I want to leave more. I want to leave joy everywhere I go. Breathe it in. Then we've got valor. And we're going to be talking about valor a lot tonight because it's also in another kit that we're going to be talking about. Oh, you guys. Well, I'll talk more about valor in a minute because it's one of my oils. Valor is courage. Valor is strength. Valor is bravery. So it helps you face your day with all the power you've got in you. And I like to apply valor on my wrists. And sometimes, I need to do this every time, but sometimes I'm in a hurry. But I always try to stand barefoot when I do the valor on the floor. No carpet, just on my tile floor. And try to feel the balance. Sometimes, if you're very patient and very aware, you can actually feel the energy go click. And you can feel a balance. So valor is very balancing and empowering. And then last but not least is White Angelica. And White Angelica, I like to think of it as the little angel on my shoulder. White Angelica is a protective oil. It will protect you, so important right now, from all the negativity. It's like a shield of angels around you. So what I do is I put a few drops in my hand. I put it on my head. And then I will put it on my shoulders. So the angel's on my shoulders. And then I create a shield. I literally create a shield. I go like this. And I create a little bubble and a little shield for myself with White Angelica. So that is Gary Young's Great Day Protocol. And he has, I don't know if I can find it now that I want it, but he has a wonderful quote. I'll probably find it later on. But he says, if you just do that Great Day Protocol every single day, your life will change. I've been doing it every day. I love it. I won't start my day without it. So that's one thing that I do every single day. That's just kind of my protocol. Now, another oil that I won't leave the house without is abundance. Because I, personally, I don't know about you, I want an abundant life. I'm not here just to get by. I'm not here just to walk through life. And guess what? None of you are here to do that either. So wake up and claim it. If you haven't been claiming it, you better go get it, because you were not born to just wake up and go to work and come home and go to sleep. No. No. Abundance. Abundance. I love this. Excuse me while I just inhale a minute. And now I hope that I will bring you an abundant class. And this will be, you will find abundance in this class. Okay, abundance. Never leave home without it. Magnify your purpose. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's another one. I usually put this on my wrists. In my brain, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I'm leading I'm leading with my purpose everywhere I go. Magnify it. Magnify my purpose. And it just reminds me, which, let's talk about this for a minute. Your purpose is really important to your mental health. If we don't keep thinking bigger, better, upward, future, then it's very easy to get caught up in the present, right? I'm aware of the present around me. I'm aware of what's going on around me. Some people close to me might say I'm not as aware as I should be, but I'm aware, but that's not where I live. I live out there. My future, what I'm created to be, where I'm headed, that's where I'm focused, right? So magnify my purpose so I can create my purpose, because we were all born for a purpose. And the sooner you figure it out, the more abundant your life will be. So go figure out your purpose, because we all have been put here for a purpose. And I might add, I believe that all of us were put here to serve. We serve in different ways, right? That's very generic. You can serve any way. You can be a teacher and be serving. You can be a singer and be serving. You can be, obviously, the serving professions, medical. Oh my gosh, what servers are they? It's amazing. Therapists, all that. Those are obvious. But you can be a custodian and be serving. You're serving. We're all put here to serve in some way. So figure out your purpose. Figure out how you are going to serve others today and in the future. I promise you, that'll put you in a good frame of mind. Okay, so those are my two go-tos as far as emotional support every single day. Now, what I love to diffuse, and what I'm diffusing right now, abundance always goes in. Highest potential. Love that. Can you see where I'm going? Highest potential. Let's go the highest. Envision. Let's dream, guys. We've forgotten how to dream. Well, I speak for myself. Some of us are much better at it than others. And I admire those of you who are able to dream and play, to daydream. How often when you were in high school or middle school, did your teacher say, Sherry, stop daydreaming. Come back. Stop daydreaming, right? We've been taught to stop daydreaming. And when we get older, some of us do, because we think it's a waste of time. We think it's bad. But it's not. It's the key. The daydreaming is the key to finding your purpose and to serving and to creating your reality, right? Okay, so this is another one. This is a weird one. I adore it. Palo Santo. I have just fallen in love with this oil this year. I love Palo Santo. So Palo Santo, it magnifies whatever it's with. Like if I'm trying to magnify my purpose and then I put on a little Palo Santo, I'm going to really magnify my purpose. If I'm envisioning, I'm going to really envision big. I just love the way it smells, but it kind of just raises the bar a little bit. So I always put that into my diffuser. Okay, so let's talk about some oils that you have. Well, I shouldn't assume that. We are going to talk about how to get these oils at the end of class. So if you do not have these oils yet, no fear. We've got you. Any of us here, I'm sure, many of us here would be happy to tell you how to get those oils. Yes, so we will have those. Don't fear. So a lot of us start our journey with essential oils with the premium starter kit. I've already kind of taken it apart, so it's not looking pretty. But I just want to, because most of you probably have the premium starter kit, I want to start with those oils. I want to start with what you already have. You have so much at home right now. Okay, what is what is the first oil you think of for calmness? And so many people have this. Lavender. Okay? Lavender. So good to immediately go and dilute the situation, dilute your emotions. It brings you right down. It's like a wave of calm can come over you. So, lavender. Diffuse it, put it on. Lavender can do so many things. And what's great about lavender is it also comes in a vitality oil. So it comes in the white label bottle. So you can ingest lavender and you can put it on topically and you can put it in the diffuser. You can do all three things with lavender. So do it. Right now during these times, do it. I love to put in my diffuser at night. Personally, I like to add cedar wood and vetiver and frankincense. Okay, since I mentioned frankincense, let's talk about frankincense. Frankincense. This is like the king of all oils, I think. Frankincense is so mighty and so strong. It's a highly spiritual oil. Think about it. Brought it to baby Jesus. If it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. Frankincense, what it does for me is it calms the monkey in my mind. I love to diffuse frankincense first thing in the morning when I'm having my quiet time, or if I'm doing yoga or meditation or anything that requires me to kind of go within and to get connected to my higher power. So often we try to do that and all the little things like, oh, shoot, I've got to put that load of laundry in. Oh, no, I didn't put the chicken in the oven. Oh, I've got it. Oh, that, right? Then I do this. And I go, oh, yeah, that's why I'm here. So love the frankincense. Love the frankincense. It's a wonderful emotional oil, too. It's very good when we're feeling a little bit fearful, scared, not whole. Frankincense is a wonderful one to diffuse. So keep it handy. You also get valor. So let's just talk about the valor. Let's just talk about the valor. Oh, I didn't really talk about that when I was talking about my protocol. I don't go anywhere without valor. Valor, as I said before, courage, bravery, and during this time, we all need that. We all need that. When my daddy passed away, I'm an only child. That was huge for me, guys. That was huge. And I swore that I would never, I've always said, whenever my parents pass away, I am not going to speak at the funeral. I will not be able to do it. I'm not going to sing at the funeral. I'm not going to speak at the funeral. I'm just going to be there because that's going to be all I can do to get through. Well, what did I do? I spoke at the funeral and I applied this and Northern Lights Black Spruce together for me makes me feel so strong because Northern Lights Black Spruce is a tree, right? So think about the deep, deep roots that go down. That's how I feel when I put on Northern Lights Black Spruce. I feel like it gets me there and then the valor raises me up. So the Northern Lights Black Spruce really plants me down. So I'm not doing this. It gets me firmly planted. And then the valor strengthens me and pulls me up so that I can go out and be brave and do whatever I want to do. And it comes in your starter kit. You guys probably already have it. Okay. Another one. There are just so many that, yeah. Well, peace and calming. Peace and calming. It does what it says. So, this was in my starter kit when I joined 11 years ago. Then it went out of the starter kit for years. But now you guys are so lucky because it's back in the starter kit. I'm so glad. I went away. This is kind of a funny story. So my daughter, I took my daughter to college that she wanted to, we were going college shopping, right? We're just visiting a college. This college was very much in alignment with my daughter and who she was. It was very much not me. And I got there and I felt like a fish out of water. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't find anybody around there that I felt like thought like me, that I was like, oh my gosh, I just feel so alone. I will never forget being alone in a dorm room that night. I pulled out my peace and calming, and it felt like my cozy blanket. You know, like did you ever have like a little pillow? I had a little pillow. I called it LP. A little pillow or a blanket or something that you sleep with, that you hug, something that just makes you feel cozy and safe. And that's what this was. Like I would just sit there and go, and it was okay. All was well. And then you get stress away. Stress away. To me, this takes me to an exotic beach. I love to diffuse this, and it just makes the room smell. You feel like you're on an island, and it stirs up all of those very relaxing, fun, playful feelings. So this is lovely during these times. You guys, all of these come in your starter kit. You already have them. Use them. Also, I just find that the citrus oils, the lemon, love, love, love. Happy oils. Citrus equals happy for me. So the citrus fresh, and the lemon, happy. Diffuse those. I diffuse lemon or orange almost every morning with, and here comes the last one, peppermint. So peppermint, the reason I like to include this when I'm thinking of feelings and emotions is because this gives me energy. So a lot of times when we're being drawn down by, depression or negative feelings or fear, anxiety, we are pulled down and we can feel very lethargic. Peppermint, whoop, bang, wakes you up and gives you that energy. So love the peppermint. Guys, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the 12 oils in your starter kit can be used to help you balance your emotions. Okay. All right, let's start talking about some other oils that might help you get rid of some of those old things. And we'll talk more about, how it addresses the limbic system. Okay, so we have this kit. You guys know about this? The Feelings Kit. Oh, and what a glare. The Feelings Kit. Love it. And what's so great, you guys, if you're on Essential Rewards, you guys can actually get this for free with your rewards with your rewards points. I mean, that's insane. Because, yeah, you want to do it that way. Believe you me, it's worth it. Just get on Essential Rewards for about 12 months, save up your points, and buy this. It probably doesn't take that long. I'm just making that up. Anyway, let's start with what is in there and why this is so important. How's everyone doing? I'm purposely not looking at the comments, and forgive me. I want to. So I know that Becca and Ellen are on here facilitating me tonight. They are here to answer any of your questions. And I see Jen's here. She's a wealth of information as well. So please continue commenting, and I'm sure they will take care of your comments, and I will go through all of these afterwards and comment as well. But I'm trying to stay focused. I have a tendency to go in another direction. So is everyone doing all right? I hope everyone's doing okay. We all good? Everybody enjoying it? Okay, let's talk. Let's first talk about harmony. Well, we kind of sort of talked about that before. Where'd my harmony go? Oh yeah, okay. So harmony, this is crazy, right? It's a blend. I think it has 12 different oils in it. This is power, right here in this little bottle, it actually usually you can only get it in a 15 ml. The only time you can get it in a 5 ml is with the Feelings Kit. So it has sacred sandalwood in it, powerful, one of our more precious oils, lavender, ylang ylang, frankincense, orange. We've talked about these already, right? Angelica. That's very much like, it's got similar properties to white angelica, but it's the same idea of protection. Geranium, hyssop, Spanish sage, black spruce. Remember, all the tree oils are very grounding, right? Coriander, bergamot, another citrus, lemon, jasmine, Roman chamomile, palmarosa, and rose. Rose is probably one of our most precious oils that we carry. I just got to tell you a little something. So I make this facial serum, which is out of the world amazing. It's out of the world amazing. It makes me feel, I love it. 3 drops frankincense, 2 drops myrrh, 1 drop rose, and in a little dropper bottle. You just want a little one, not even a 5 ml. I think it's, I don't know what it is. It's a little one. And fill the rest with carrier oil. Amazing. So I'm telling you this because there's 1 drop of rose in there, right? 1 drop of rose. 1 drop. When I'm putting it on my face, all I smell is the rose. It is so powerful. Rose oil is so beautiful, and it's very good for your skin. It's amazing. I see Kelly saying, what's that one called again? I'm wondering what, I'm sorry, Kelly, I wish I could answer your question. I don't know which one. I'm sure. Oh, Harmony, maybe? I was talking about Harmony a minute ago. Is that what you're asking about? Harmony is a blend of pure essential oils that contain scents to provide an uplifting aromatic experience. So here's the thing with our emotional oils, and when you're trying to deal with past emotional issues, it's very, very helpful if you use affirmations. So it can make their effects even more powerful, because when you connect to a positive thought or affirmation, and you connect it to a physical smell, you begin to connect the two, and you establish a more inspirational and connectional experience. So how would you use it? 4 to 6 drops, up to 1 hour, 3 times daily. It's perfect to diffuse. You can keep peace in your house or peace within yourself. Peace everywhere. The suggested affirmation when you use Harmony is, I am one with all. I am one with all. So try that, okay? I love Harmony. Forgiveness. So there's a quote somewhere, and I may have already posted it. I can't remember if I posted it, but there is a quote. Wait a minute, I'm going to find it because it's a beautiful quote. Everyone makes mistakes. Unforgiveness is one of the most common roots of physical, mental, and spiritual disease. Unforgiveness does not make the offending party sick. It makes us sick. Forgiveness is for our own benefit. And here's another one. Forgive yourself first. Forgive the other person for any harm. Give permission to forgive you. See the good in the situation. Be thankful for the experience and the lesson it taught you. And see, guys, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So some of your past emotions, you could be living going, oh, how stupid I was. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Well, guess what? You're not forgiving yourself. It is what it is. And any kind of negative emotion you put to it right now is not going to change the past. What we've got to work on is changing the future. So you've got to release all of those thoughts, all of that unforgiveness of yourself, because you will not be able to move forward until you do. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. Forgiveness is not always easy. This is a quote from Marianne Williamson. Forgiveness is not always easy. At times it feels more painful than the wound we suffered. To forgive the one that inflicted it. And yet, there's no peace without forgiveness. So, in a life full of relationships, there will be many times when we need to forgive, when we're bothered by the actions of others. In our past, we're filled with anger, hate, resentment, and emotional pain. Forgiveness is a way to release all of those negative emotions from your inner body and begin the healing process. One useful technique is to combine deep breathing. There's the deep breathing again, while inhaling forgiveness, essential oil. Deep breathing can be as easy as stopping what you're doing and taking a slow, deep inhale. Feeling your lungs expand and fill up, and then release your breath just as slowly as you took it in. Just keep doing that. Okay, the blend of forgiveness contains sesame, melissa, another very precious oil, geranium, frankincense, royal Hawaiian sandalwood, coriander, angelica, lavender, bergamot, lemon, ylang ylang. Do you hear a familiar pattern here, guys? Jasmine, helichrysum, Roman chamomile, palmarosa, and rose. So it supports the ability to be able to forgive yourself and others while letting go of negative emotions. All right, and an affirmation, a suggested affirmation that you would use with this oil is, I learn from all of life's experiences. You would not be who you are today if you hadn't gone through those things. Not saying that they were good or right, but they are what they are. And you are who you are today because of that. So thank goodness, because you were great and you're getting closer to that person that you were created to be. With every lesson learned, with every mistake we do, we get closer and closer. So I learn from all of life's experiences. And I think this is a really good time to talk about this book. You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Haye. You guys, this is such a wonderful book. Louise Haye truly believed, and she lived her life. She lived her life. She wasn't just a bunch of words. She actually was able to cure herself from a disease. We're not going to get into that right now, but you can read it yourself. She truly believes that when we can heal our emotions, we can heal our bodies. She has lots of, in the back, I love it. There's affirmations. There's like a disease name, what she feels is the cause of the disease, like an emotional cause, and then an affirmation. It's an amazing book. So, since we're talking about affirmations, I thought that was a good time to talk about that. Actually, I will put a link in this event where you can get it on Amazon. Okay. Inner child. What fun. Okay. Have you ever asked yourself, who am I? Who am I really? Who am I? Well, you may have asked yourself this and felt many different things throughout your life. So in the transition from child, am I getting dark? Because I'm getting dark on here. There. Oh, now I'm just so bright. So much better. Thank you. I couldn't see myself. In the transition from child to teenager to adulthood, we change. Our relationships change, and we need to figure out who we are, especially when we start intertwining our lives with other people and maybe a lifetime partner. So the sweet fragrance of inner child may encourage you to connect with your authentic self. I love that. It's all what we're talking about here, guys. Your authentic self, not the self that you think you may be, because you know what? So let's have a minute here. You may view yourself who you see yourself to be may not be who you are at all. I hope it is, but a lot of times we think we are someone because we have these tapes in our head that other people have put in there. This is what we call paradigms, right? They're stories that we tell ourselves about ourselves, but guess what? They're other people's stories. They're things that our parents told us. They're things that our friends told us. Our first boyfriend or girlfriend told us about ourselves. And we're like, oh, right. And then we live our life as if that's true. Well, guess what? It may have been true. It may have been true. But you know what? It doesn't have to be true right now, today, this minute. Because every second of every day, we have the chance to recreate ourselves. So, who is your authentic self? Who is your authentic self? This blend, listen to what's in this. Orange, tangerine, ylang-ylang, royal Hawaiian sandalwood, jasmine, lemongrass, spruce, bitter orange, and neroli. Another precious oil. And it may help stimulate the memory response and help you connect with your own identity, which is one of the first steps in finding emotional balance. I like to use this because it's like we were talking about daydreaming. Sometimes, believe it or not, even though I really love to have fun, and if you guys do the personality test, I have a lot of blue in me, which is blue is fun. I like games, I like fun. But there is a very strong part of me that doesn't want to act like a kid because I want to be a grown-up, because, you know, if I just do whatever if I just go play, I might make a mistake, or worse, I might make a fool of myself. Well, more power to making a fool of yourself, right? That's what inner child does for me. To some of you, so it's what's great about our oils is they do for you what you need them to do. What they do for you may be totally different than what they do for me, because the oils just know how to balance. That's what they're all about, is balancing us, bringing us to that state that we were created as. You know, we're not in balance anymore. So for me, it might mean that I just need to have more fun and let go a little bit. For someone else, maybe they had a really rough childhood. Inner child might take them to a place. You might be able to find a really beautiful place of a childhood that you always wish you had. A loving, beautiful parents, beautiful like siblings, and a beautiful home, or whatever it was. If you didn't have that, this can take you to a place so that you can imagine what that may feel like, and you can live in that place. Remember, our subconscious mind believes anything we tell it. So if we start telling ourselves enough, breathing this in about our amazing childhood, how beautiful, just feeling, and we're not lying to ourselves, but we're training our brains to wrap our brains around another memory and another emotion, so that we can proceed forward and let go of anger and resentment and hatred, and we can feel all of those great feelings. So it really, inner childhood just takes you back to a really great childhood, whether you had it or not. It takes you there. Okay, present time. Boy, do I need this one. And don't we all? Right? I haven't smelled this one in a while. I need to smell this more. So Thomas Morrison said, the past is behind. Learn from it. The future is ahead. Prepare for it. The present is here. Live it. All we have is this very moment. Whatever happened in the past is past. Whatever's going to happen in the future hasn't happened yet. All we have is right now. And it would really behoove us during this time to focus on the present and what we have, not what we have not, what we have, and all the greatness that has been given to us in this moment. Present time contains sweet almond, bitter orange, black spruce, and ylang-ylang. When diffused, present time helps you to focus on the here and now, so you can get beyond the past and you can move forward. It was created to help bring people into the present moment. You can meditate with present time for a powerful effect. It's a great thing to use during your meditation time, because that practice of meditation, that's a turning inward, and will bring awareness to what's happening in the moment. Now, I've just got to say, there's a little bit of a difference I have found in my practice lately. Mindfulness is more bringing yourself into the present moment. That's being mindful. Like, what's around me? What do I smell right now? What do I taste right now? What do I touch? What do I see? What do I feel right now? Bring yourself into this present moment. The meditation can take us to another place that does can heal past wounds. So I think there's a little difference between mindfulness and meditation. Okay, don't forget to focus on your breath too. So a great affirmation for this one is, I see clearly. I see clearly. All right, we're getting in the home stretch here, people. Release. Oh, guys, we gotta release. We've got to release. Release. This is a really, really important one when we are going through something and trying to release, get rid of negative emotions. We've got to be willing to release it. I really believe that a lot of us hang on to those past emotions because we feel for some crazy reason that it serves us. It gives us an edge, or it makes us smarter and wiser. We're wiser now because we know better, because we know we're not going to get hurt again. We're not going to love again because that hurts too much. We hang on to those things, but that's just not true. The power comes in the release, not in the tight hold. My mentor, who a lot of you know, I love her so much. She called me out really badly one time, about a year ago. And I'd shared with her a frustration I was having. She said, Sherry, you're holding on so tight that nothing else can get in. You've got to open your hands so that you can accept what's coming to you and for you. If we view life and we go through life like this, we can't grow. We can't change because we're closed, literally. We have to open to release. We have to release. And in that releasing comes acceptance. That's another good oil. And transformation. We'll talk about that in a minute. So let me tell you about release. Release is a blend of ylang-ylang, olive oil, lavandin, geranium, royal Hawaiian sandalwood, grapefruit, tangerine, spearmint, lemon, blue cypress, davana, kefir lime, ocotea, jasmine, chamomile, blue tansy, and rose. Yeah, gotta release. It gives a relaxing aroma that facilitates the ability to let go of anger and frustration. It also promotes harmony and balance when diffused. So I don't know if any of you have teenagers. I don't currently have them, but I do remember that time. So it's no secret that teens are very emotional. Lots of changes are going on in their bodies. So of course, they've got all these things going on. They're transitioning from childhood to adulthood, and often they're struggling with being dependent and wanting to be independent. And they may feel overwhelmed. So this release is really, really great for teenagers as well for that time. Movement. Ooh, yeah, movement, dance, exercise, running, whatever. Movement can be used in various forms of intensity to work through release. So this is a wonderful one to apply it or diffuse when you there's a name for it anyway, but the shaking it out and the releasing. I think, is it ecstatic dance or something? I don't know. My daughter knows that. But yeah, just the releasing, moving can really help to get the stuff out. High intensity fitness. It's really good. So the suggested affirmation for release is, excuse me, I let go with ease and grace. I let go with ease and grace. All right, just a little bit more about valor. We've already talked about it, but valor is inhale courage, exhale fear. All right, courage is something we all need at every age and every stage of our lives. Courage to take our first steps. We needed that, step on the school bus for the first time. This is great for kids. This is a wonderful oil for kids. Get through our first presentation. Before I do a class, I put it on before tonight's class. I always put valor on before I do a class or presentation, speak before I perform, before I'm in front of an audience, and when I spoke at my father's funeral. So using valor is an easy and effective way to inhale courage and exhale fear. The opposite of courage, listen to this, guys. What's the opposite of courage? Inertia. Think about that for a minute. The opposite of courage is inertia. Not moving. Not doing anything. So saying this affirmation I'm about to give you can give you inertia, can help you to move into the courage place. It's a blend of black spruce, camphor, blue tansy, frankincense, and geranium. And the suggested affirmation is, I come from my strength. I come from my strength. All right. So, that was a lot, right? I'm not even going to talk about the AFT. Okay. I just mentioned it. I probably shouldn't have, but I'm not going to talk about it. Okay. The feelings kit. Okay, so we do have this feelings kit. Thanks for coming, Kel. I see you got to go. Thanks for coming. Love you. So the feelings kit is $181, but it has a value of $213. So actually, I think it's more. I think it's actually more than that. But it's a huge savings. So that's the way to go if you wanted to get these freebies. I've put a link in the class below. I've put a link in there so you can go look at the feelings kit. The link takes you right to my website where you can read all about it and find out about it. If you are not a member yet and you want to buy some of this stuff, let's chat. I also have a link below about the premium starter kit and how you can get that. And I told you how great I think our Essential Rewards program is. Everybody needs to be on Essential Rewards. That's our monthly wellness box. Guys, all you need in order to do that is to spend about $50 a month. And believe me, that's very easy to do. And I don't mean that flippantly, like, oh yeah, spend $50. I mean, it's easy because because we have so many products now. You can just transfer by. You can, instead of going to Target and getting your cereal, get our einkorn granola and cereal flakes are the best. Get them from Young Living. Instead of going to CVS or Walgreens to get your shampoo, get them from Young Living. I mean, it's the smartest way to buy because you'll end up getting things like the feelings kit for free because you're going to get rewards points. And that's a whole nother class, but just please trust me on this, or ask any of us here. All right, I think that's it. So, is there a giveaway? Oh, did I forget to talk about the giveaway? All right, guys, I actually have three lucky people are going to get a giveaway tonight. Aren't you excited? Okay, so the first thing is I've created a release. I've got this interesting glare. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? It's kind of neat. I think we have an aura going on here. See my aura? I have an aura. So this is a release roll-on. So yes, it smells delish. It smells like release and it's wonderful. So how great is this to carry this around whenever, put in your pocket, your purse, whatever. And whenever you're feeling a little tense and you just need to release all those negative emotions, just roll it on the heart, roll it on the wrist, roll it on. So someone's going to get release. Someone's going to get a transformation rollerball. So then you can be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Gee, where have I heard that before? And then, this is the granddaddy of all giveaways. I think it's pretty daggum cute. All right. I have to figure out how to open it. Sherry, I know you know how to do this. You really can do this, Sherry. Okay. Pause for a minute. Wish there was a pause button. Okay, this is hysterical. Okay. It's a beautiful little box. Is that a beautiful box? That's just a beautiful box. I mean, anyone will be lucky just to get the box. Let's see what's in it. Oh my goodness. What does it say? What is it? Have a good day protocol. Oh my gosh. It has the list of the 4 oils for Gary's Great Day Protocol. Tells you how to use them. I wonder what's under this piece of paper. I have made up roller balls of each one. Was that upside down? Each one of the 4 Great Day oils. Isn't that great? I want to keep it, but I won't because I love you. And someone here tonight is going to get it. So if you do not mind, because I'm actually, I'm done. I am going to get off of this live and go look at your comments. And then everyone who has commented tonight, because that's really the only way I know that you're here. Everyone who has commented tonight will go in a little bowl and I'll come back. I'll come back when I've done all that and I will have a drawing and I will announce it. Give me a good 10 to 15 minutes if you don't mind, and then check back in the event and I'll go live. So you'll see that, you'll get a notification. But if you do not mind, I appreciate your grace with that. I just am not at this point. I don't want to take your time to do that. So, all right. I'm going to open it up for questions right now. Oh, Jenny wants it. I know, girl. I want it too. Everyone wants that one. Yes, I know. I want it. And it's just so darn pretty. I love it. Okay. So, questions. Anybody? Before oh, Patty, you're here. I didn't even know you were here. I love it. Pick me. Yes. If you haven't commented up till now, you better comment now because I don't know you're here. All right. Gary, thank you for being here, sweetheart. I know that you've been speaking, and thank you so much for Becca, Ellen, and Jen, and Nora, and whoever else has been here answering questions. Bless you. Thank you for moderating this event with me. Terry, it's great to have you here, honey. Yes, Norma, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. You are just she's a wonderful teacher as well as a wonderful student. You know, I think most teachers are good students. That's what makes them good teachers. Oh, good, honey. I'm glad you liked it. Good, good, good. So yes, I'm going to wait for just a second, see if it doesn't look like anyone has any questions. If you do, you know what? This event will stay up. Post the questions in the event and one of us will respond. I promise. Just to let you know, oh, Mare, thank you. Thank you so much for being here, Mary. If anybody needs a massage therapist, go to this girl. Oh my gosh, my body is like, Mary. I don't know. Oh, I was going to tell you about Ellen's classes and our classes. So just the month of May is coming upon us. By the way, if you have not put in any order this month, please do. We have some great, great, great stuff. We've got some new teas. And speaking of tea, we're going to have a virtual tea party in May. Who wants to go to a virtual tea party? We're going to have a tea party. So be looking for your text messages. Where the... Bernie, you are cracking me up. What is... Oh my gosh, what is that scary head behind me, he says. Wait, where is she? That's Aretha, babe. That... Oh, that's hysterical. That is so funny. That's my daughter Christy's. It actually, her roommate painted it. It's actually a brilliant, but it's not all showing. It's humongous. It would take up that whole wall. And yes, because it is a little bit dark and scary, I didn't put it on the wall. But yeah, so what is that scary head? Okay, anyway, we're going to have a virtual tea party. So be watching your text messages because I think I'm going to announce it via text message. And the way we're going to play the game is anybody who wants to come will respond to my text message. So you've got to respond and tell me which tea you would like to try. And I will send you one of our new teas in the mail. You will get it. And then we'll all have tea together. I think it's going to be the next to last Saturday in May. So, and meanwhile, Ellen has some amazing classes lined up. She's doing a thieves class for us. I think it's this coming Saturday. Is it this coming Saturday, Ellen? I'm sure Ellen will post. We're going to put it all in there. We'll let you all know. But she's doing a thieves class, a Ningxia Red class, and a CBD class. I think that's it, right, Ellen? All in May, all on Saturdays. So look for information about that. This Thursday night, Becca is going to be teaching on Facebook a 101 class for newbies. So please, Becca will post that, I'm sure. We'll let you all know about that. And there's just much more to come. We'll be doing some more Facebook classes in the month of May. And if there's anything special that you guys are interested in, please let us know, because really we have classes for almost anything. So if you want to learn more about, I think Becca's going to do a pets and oils, an animal and oils class in May. If you want to learn more about supplements, if you want to learn more about personal care products, if you want to learn more about whatever, just let us know and we'll do it. We'll come through for you. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you, Becca, for replying to Patty about the vanilla oil. Yes, there is no such thing at this point. Yeah. But you know what's interesting, Patty, is that when we make our own perfumes and colognes, which I love to do, that's another class. Vanilla extract is actually included in many of the perfumes. So it has a nice scent to it. Isn't that interesting? All right, guys, it looks like everyone is just chat. You can continue to chat away, have fun. I am so grateful for all of you that came tonight. Thank you. It went a little bit long, but I hope you found value. I sure enjoyed talking to you about all this. This really is important to my heart because our emotions really create our results. So make them good ones, guys. Put those good thoughts out there. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. Love you guys.